everybody, welcome to my video. And before we get things started, I will have to warn you, if you have trouble reading, feel free to pause the video so you can read at your own speed. Also, this video will have disturbing contents, so viewers' discretion is subscribed. Now, let's get started. And let's get started with what I have here. What you're looking at here right now is the star of the video itself. Yes, this is Copilot, and this is going to be associated with a new series of videos I'll be making that uses AI. What is AI, you may ask? It's short for artificial intelligence. It means that it's done artificial. That means the data in the computer is already recorded all the information, and some of the information they picked up on the internet. Now, instead of just starting off with the arts, let's do it with information. And I mean something very important. Alright, I asked Copilot a question, and here's the question I have written up. What is the difference between safe for work and family friendly, or these two phrases work on the same cause? Here's the response. Great question. That's my name. While safe for work and family friendly often overlap, they are not quite the same thing. They share different audience and context. Now, when they say audience and context, they mean that one is used for the office, for the workflow, and yes, that includes offices, businesses, to be exact. Well, family friendly works with the households, something with parents, kids, grandparents, yes, those things. Alright, now, let's start off with safe for work. Typically, according to Copilot, and you might probably get the response from Wikipedia, National Geographic, and Discovery. Here's what it says. Typically refer to content that appropriately to view or share in professional or workplace setting. That means no nudity, no explicit language, or anything that might be considered offensive or disruptive in the work environment. It's more about avoiding embarrassment or HR violation. Yes. See on the context of the word nudity and explicit language? That's one thing they illegalized for the work office. I think there's a certain area of certain business that does allow it, but most of them will agree not to allow it. Now, family friendly, and just on the other hand, is a broader and usually means content that's suitable for all ages, especially children. It avoids not just explicit material, but it also includes violence, mature theme, or anything that might be too intense or confusing for younger viewers. Yeah, this is something we hear a lot of when it comes to younger audience. Alright, now, here's the meaning where they talk about. So, while family-friendly content is generally safe for work, not all safe for work content is necessarily family-friendly. For example, dry corporate training video might be safe for work, but not especially something you do pop on for family movie night. Okay, after a quick edit, we're gonna see if we could pop in some more information relating to family friendly and safe for work. Alright now, I typed in this another question. Does community service ad counts as safe for work, family friendly, or both? Here's what Copilot says. Community service ads generally count as both safe for work and family friendly, but it can depend on bit on the specific content and tone of the ad. Here's more. Here how they usually fit both categories. Here it goes. Community service ads are typically designed to be respectful, informative, and non-controversial, making them appropriate for workplace viewing. They avoid explicit language, graphic imagery, or anything that might raise eyebrows in professional setting. And here's the word why it says both. For family friendly, these ads often promote positive value like kindness, safety, health, civic responsibility. Many are even tolerated for children and families, like about recycling, fire safety, healthy eating, and yes, they talked about the example right there. Now that said, some community service ads tackle serious topics like domestic violence, substance abuse, or mental health. While still safe for work, these might not be considered family friendly for very young audience due to mature nature. Okay, we're going to do a quick edit and we'll see what they're going to say once I click into one of these three options. Alright, I popped in another question about education program. Here it goes. And once again, they said, great question. To me, of course. Yes, I'm Jesse. Now here it goes. Education programs often tack both boxes. They're typically safe for work and family, especially when they're designed for general audience. Here's how they usually break down. Safe for work. Content is responsive, respectful, and appropriate for professional setting. Avoid profanity, graphic content, and controversial topics. And often used in employee training, workshop, and public presentation. And here's another thing. Here's where we get the family friendly. Suitable for all ages, including kids. Language and visuals are gentle, including exclusive and free from mature themes. And encourage positive value like courtesy, respect, and learning. Now, here's what it says it's when it's both. And yes, some of y'all who have problems with education, yes, this is the disturbing part. Most mainstream educational content, like science, documentaries, language tutorials, and history lessons, land safely on both categories. But if a program touches on complex topics, and here's among examples, it might be more suitable for teens or adults and still be safe without being fully family friendly. So yes, it's still safe for work. Okay, if you have a specific kind of education content in mind, like like YouTube channel, a lesson plan, or a cartoon about chemistry, yes, yeah, we can say that about that too. Okay, after a quick edit and a quick read look at these things, we'll see what. Okay, I chose the middle option, and here it goes. What makes the program safe for work or family friendly? Great follow-up. They liked it. Copilot liked it. Okay, a program is usually considered safe safe for work or family friendly based on a few key qualities that keeps the content respectful, inclusive, and free from material that could raise eyebrows at the office and around kids. Here's how you can tell. Here's the information. Feel free to read it for the time being. So that way, sorry about pausing. Feel free to read it for the time being. Because yes, this does apply. Now, here's the next part. For family friendly. Okay, so once again, take your time, pause the video, read this information, then we'll go to the final part. Alright now. Okay, here it goes. Here's how it overlaps. A corporate training video might be safe for work, but boring or too advanced for kids. Or a silly cartoon might be family friendly, but not exactly what you want playing at your desk. Yeah, but remember, when they say not always, there's going to be some cases in which to do that. One example, it will overlap if you're doing it at a school, doing it from an education place, like a school or college. There'll be some cases where they're going to be educational for the kids. Or you'll be dealing with some instruction on how to. Alright, I was able to write down this question, and yeah, I had to modify it a bit more so it could catch very easily. Whoops, made a mistake. Let's see, I could make a minor correction. There you go. Now, I have to modify it a little so that way you stay in the topic. So here it goes. Here's the magic of AI. Great question, Jesse. My name again. Here you go. In the world of video games, safe for work and family friendly often overlap. Emphasis on the word often. But they're not quite the same thing. How they typically apply. Okay, if you don't want me to talk that long, feel free to pause the video right now and get a good look at these information relating to safe for work and family friendly. Alright, I hope you guys managed to pause it to read the whole thing. So let's go check what was mentioned relating to those subject matters. Yeah, they also include examples of games for both categories. Here's an example. Minecraft, creative mode. Lego, anything. Lego anything. Well, yes, this includes Skywalker Saga, Animal Crossing New Horizon, and Mario Kart Deluxe. Did Mario World? Mario Kart World came out. Okay, and alright now, go ahead, pause the video, and read through the whole thing because I'm not going to go through it. Then I'll meet you after the pause. By then, we could go to the next part of the video. Alright, since video games happen to be my hobby, let's go ahead and say, can you list more safe for work and family friendly games? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what a Bill Gates' strength is, but yeah, here goes. Here's a list of safer work and family-friendly games that blend charm, creativity, and fun. Perfect for your imagination, taste, and love of, you know what I mean. And here's what they'll be talking about. Go ahead and pause the video right now, and then I'll meet you at the other end. Okay, sorry, my phone went off. Let's see. Okay, here's some more. So go ahead, pause the video for a while, so I could move more of it. And I mean the list. Alright now, we're at the bottom, and yeah, I think that's the list. Okay, see these questions right here? Go ahead and do it on your own time. I decided to go ahead and end the video right here. That's the AI montage. I'm Jesse D. Leon. And before I go ahead and end the video, I want to say, please help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed and neutered. So long, everybody.